Gamers are most eagerly waiting for the release of Half-Life 3, but the release of the second part Hollow Knight Silksong is clearly a close second in terms of anticipation. After almost 7 long years of waiting, countless Silksong news, memes, and more speculations than we could handle, it finally happened. September 4th, 2025, the date that every Hollow Knight fan had circled on their calendar after Team Cherry's surprise announcement just 2 weeks ago. For those of you who've been living under a rock, or maybe just trying to avoid the hype to save your sanity, Hollow Knight Silksong, the highly anticipated sequel to one of the best Metroidvania games, has officially launched. I remember when the sequel was first announced back in 2019, and honestly, there were moments when it felt like it might never come. On the day the game was released, I decided to go to the launcher in advance so that as soon as the game was out, I could click download. When the game came out, I couldn't find it on the Xbox search engine for a whole 40 minutes. Apparently, due to enormous load on the servers, my account even stopped displaying my active Game Pass subscription. The fans crashed not only the Xbox servers, they also crashed the PS Store, Steam and Nintendo eShop. Now I want to show you as much information about the game as possible. At the same time, we will look at how the community, the veterans of this game, have reacted to the new part and what their impressions are. I will also share my thoughts on the matter. I tried playing the first part of Hollow Knight, but the vast open world put me off. Based on my experience of playing Metroidvania games, including both parts of Ori, I found the world of Hollow Knight completely unfriendly after completing them, and it scared me. There was no minimap and no clear indication of where to go. Now that I have a PC Game Pass subscription, I would like to try the series again and immerse myself in it. The most important thing to note is that Silksong was met with great enthusiasm and literally burst into the top online rankings on Steam with 530,000 players playing at the same time. Obviously, with the weekend coming up, this figure might be beaten as well. I'm sure of it because whatever else you can say, the fans of this game are really loyal. First, the game's price tag of $20 is very low by today's standards. On top of the great price, these developers have set regional prices, which we're very thankful for. It's great that when you compare it to other games being released in the industry right now, it's a breath of fresh air. The graphics are really nice and smooth, and they don't freeze or glitch. It's a nice sounding addition to the game, and even more important, it doesn't crash or stutter, which is really rare these days. I guess one of the downsides is that the game took ages to develop, but I'm glad they polished it to what I would say is basically perfection. It turns out that all the players' expectations were met. Ask me why it was practically perfect, I will tell you what. A tiny number of players have experienced crashes and some bugs with weapons getting stuck in textures. It's really rare though, so it's more of an exception than the norm. The studio respects its fans so much that they don't even give copies of the game to journalists, because they know how much everyone's waiting for this game, and the developers want to give everyone access to it at the same time. Everyone starts playing at the same time and under the same conditions. It might seem like a small thing, but it's really great. But if you remember those moments in the game where the guys were messing with us, that kind of humor isn't annoying at all. It's actually really cheerful. But what about those red balls in the game that made everyone mad when they got to that point? I can say one thing for sure. The Hollow Knight Silksong is much more beginner-friendly than its predecessor. In the last part, I was free to go wherever I liked and get lost. In the new part, that feeling has gone. At the start of the game, the design of the locations seems to have become more straightforward, which helps the player to get used to the local customs gradually. As time goes on, the map gets bigger, and I want to explore it more and more. This makes me more interested in the game. I can say that the game is simple and easy for any player, because, like the previous part, it continues to depend a lot on skill. I had a great time playing it and chatting with the residents and the back characters. I didn't have time to finish the whole game when I wrote the script and posted the video, but I really wanted to share this big news for the industry. I want to say that the game was made by a small team, and for them, this release was a huge success. I'm very happy that everything went well and the game was released. I definitely want to carry on enjoying this game. I can't stop myself wanting to pick up the controller and explore more of the game. I think that's a good indicator. Thanks for watching. I would like to hear your thoughts on Silksong and how you're getting on with the game. Thanks for watching and enjoy the game.